everybody, and welcome to a new episode of In the Kitchen with Chef Lemaire. I'm your host, Chef Lemaire. What do we have going on today? Today, I will be doing a whole roasted chicken. Come a little closer. We have this nice bird right here that we're about to cook. But first, guess what we're going to do with it? We're going to brine our chicken. Brine? What do you mean by brine, Chef Lemaire? Well, listen. When you brine your chicken overnight, it helps all the flavors you're looking for to go inside of it. What is brining? Pretty much using water, salt, sugar, a little bit of vinegar, and some other spices. Today, the spices we are using in our brining are bay leaves, pepper cloves, whole peppercorn, a little bit of cinnamon, thyme, parsley, oranges, salt, sugar. So, if you look in the bottom corner of this video, you will see the tips why certain ingredients are added to your brining. So, what do we do first? We grab a bowl. You need to have a decent sized bowl so the chicken can fit in it and you can have water that's going to cover it up all the way. So we're going to take our chicken, just dump it inside the bowl, and we're going to pour our brine over it. One thing to remember, make sure you start with warm water because all the ingredients, especially the salt and the sugar, you need to dissolve them in that brining liquid. So we're going to grab our brining liquid. We're just going to pour it over the chicken. Come a little closer. And just make sure it covers right. So what do we do next? We're going to wrap it up and store it in the refrigerator. Now, you can put your brining in the refrigerator overnight, which is just going to be perfect the next day, or up to 2-3 hours. It's still going to get some flavors, but if you cut the chicken up, then it's going to be better. But for big pieces of meat, a whole piece of chicken, it's better to do it overnight. So, we have our chicken brining right now. So what sides are we going to serve with it? Well, we're going to do some roasted potatoes mixed with carrots and onions with some herbs. And we're going to do our sauce. So sauce is pretty going to be made with sweet peas and pumpkin. So first thing we did, we blanched our potatoes, our carrots. And what is blanching again? It's part cooking in hot boiling water and cooling it off real quick. So we have our potatoes, our carrots, and our onions here. So what are we going to do with them? We're going to take some fresh herbs, pretty much parsley and thyme that we have chopped roughly. Sprinkle it on it. A little bit of salt and pepper. Oh, yes, I mean, there's nothing better than fresh herbs when you're cooking. Dry herbs work in some instances, but me, I love fresh herbs. You get the earthy flavor, you get the aroma, just super excellent. And a little bit of oil. Now, this is where it's going to be very, very interesting. These potatoes and carrots will not be cooked separately. I will be roasting the chicken, and when the chicken reaches almost its final point, I will put these bad boys right under the bird. Whoa. Yes. So these will soak up all of those drippings, flavors of that chicken, and it will be an explosion in your mouth. Okay. So we have this set to go. Then we're going to start roasting our chicken. But meanwhile, what do? We can start working on our sauce, right? Okay. All right. So we're going to work on our sauce. Sauce, pretty much like I said earlier, is made with sweet peas, some pumpkin, and we're going to blend it together. It's going to be pretty much a creamy sauce. So what we have here, we have the sweet peas we're adding. we're gonna add pumpkin. And the reason why I decided to do this sauce like that is because when I was growing up, my mom used to make pigeon peas with pumpkin as a sauce for rice. And I used to love the flavors I used to get. So we have here épices. Do you guys know what épices is? Okay, well, for the non-Haitian folks watching this video, épices is a blend of spices. So we have garlic, thyme, parsley, scallions, Scotch bonnet pepper, salt, vinegar, sour orange. Pretty much an explosion of flavor in 1 spoon. So we're adding 1 spoon of the épices to this blend. We have some heavy cream. We're going to add to it. And we're going to pulverize our mixture. Our pea sauce. And we strained it to remove some excess of the chunkness. And you can just strain it, leave it on the side, and you're going to use it at the end of everything. So, for the purpose of this video, I had some chicken that was brining since last night. So we're going to go ahead and use this chicken to continue. Alright, so take your chicken out of the brining liquid. Make sure there's no spices sticking to it. And now I'm using a grill rack, pretty much to elevate it, to avoid it from sitting on the bottom of the pan, so it doesn't get burnt all over. It doesn't stick on the bottom of the pan. So what will I do next with my chicken? I'm gonna go with that épice again. And a good friend of mine said pretty much it's crack. Well, yeah, it is very addictive and it's flavorful. So we're gonna use this to baste our chicken. We're just gonna pour it all over the chicken, inside, and we're gonna season it up also with some salt and pepper. So this will be pretty much kind of your crust. It's gonna be very flavorful. You have all these spices that were cooking, that were pretty much marinated overnight. So you want to tuck in your wings. Now you're gonna put salt and pepper. Season the bird nicely. And do not be skimpy on the salt and pepper. You want the seasoning to go inside the meat, especially when you're using a big piece, a whole piece of chicken. Our oven was preset at 350, so we're gonna place it inside the oven and let it cook for about an hour and a half, and we're gonna check the inside temperature to make sure that it's done. The chicken is almost to the right temperature we're looking for, so we're going to take it out. And oh my god, look at this beautiful color. Yes, chicken is not done yet, but as we mentioned earlier, we're gonna add those potatoes and onions and carrots at the bottom of the pan, and we're about to place the chicken back on top. So all the drippings, all those beautiful flavors from the chicken, just gonna go right in them, and then at the end we're gonna just toss them together and we're gonna serve our dish. So chicken has another more 30 minutes to go, and once it's all done, we're gonna take it out, finish our sauce, and do a nice plate presentation. So hang in there, we'll be right back. All right, so this is the last step of our plate today. Chicken is out. Check out that beautiful color. The vegetables are all soaked in the juices and the flavors. So we had our sauce already strained up. So now what do we do with it? We're just gonna bring it to a boil and stir it up, and the sauce is done. That's pretty much it. So while the sauce is gonna get to the right temperature that we want, we're about to cut our chicken. So we're gonna go right down the middle. And we're gonna cut the breast off. Cut the breast off. Cut tip of the wing out. And pretty much it's gonna be the piece we're gonna use for our presentation. Sauce. If you get closer, see the sauce is no longer cloudy and it's a little thick. We reduced it a little bit. So now what we gotta do? Plate. And what after that? Eat. Alright, so we grab our plate. And first thing we do, we grab some of our potatoes, and if you get closer, you can see all those nice flavors from the chicken juice all in the potatoes and the carrots. So we're gonna pretty much do a stack. Take our chicken breasts, put it right on top, and last but not least, our delicious sauce. So sauce was made again with the sweet peas, squash, heavy cream, some APs, and then we adjusted the seasoning. We brought it to a boil, we let it reduce a little bit, and it's done. So you might want to put a little bit on the chicken. Here you go, folks. So this is my whole roasted chicken. So to recap a little bit, chicken was brining overnight. And if you look on my right side of the screen, you will see the ingredients we use in the brine and whatever we decided to do with it. Then we had some potatoes, carrots, and onions. We had blanched potatoes and the carrots prior. Then we roasted the chicken, and when the chicken almost reached its last point, we added the potatoes on the bottom of the pan so they can catch the drippings and the juices, and they can get all that flavor. And we have the sauce with the peas and the pumpkin, and this is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again next episode. Take care, eat, live, laugh.